All right, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily. My name's Austin. In today's video, I want to share with you the latest news involving Bitcoin, involving Ethereum, involving higher cap altcoins, as well as lower cap altcoins, and much more. If you're interested in making money with cryptocurrency, click subscribe right now. We drop a video every single day demystifying this cryptocurrency market. Let's jump in, starting with Bitcoin. Comparing the Bitcoin price after each different halving, which is baked into the protocol. This happens about every 4 years, where the amount of supply being mined into existence for Bitcoin gets cut in half. And based on the rules of supply and demand, even if demand for an asset just stays the same, if supply all of a sudden gets cut in half, that usually means price go up in the long term. For more information on Bitcoin cycles and even the lengthening cycle theory, I'm going to link this interview dropped 1 day ago down below in the video description. Great analysis on where we may be headed in 2022. Link down below. But just for comparison, let's look at the price action after each different halving, starting in 2012 after the first halving took place. If we look at the y-axis, the 1 represents the price at the current halving, so every cycle starts at a 1. And then, of course, the horizontal axis represents block by block the cycle block count and the price action that ensued. So what does this tell us? Well, from 2012 to 2016, we had a 54x that cycle for the first halving. It went up to almost, an 80, 90x, but we settled off around a 54x. Looking at the second halving, although we went up to almost a 32x, we settled around a 13x by the end of those 4 years. Looking at the white line, the halving cycle we're in now, which started in May 2020, we are only at a 6x, which does seem pretty low to me. And yes, I've drank the Kool-Aid, I'm a Bitcoin believer, but understanding that this cycle we have nation states and publicly traded companies buying the dip, which never happened in previous cycles ever. To me, this means that even though we may dip lower in the short term, anything is possible with Bitcoin. And while also, it is very realistic that we may finish the year around this price point at around a 6x, since we went from a 54x to a 13x, obviously seeing diminishing returns, ending the cycle at around a 6x could be very likely. I still personally believe, and I am not a registered financial advisor, make your own decisions, but I still personally believe that this cycle is not over. Even the quote-unquote blow-off tops are happening later and later. That's obvious. And even one more thing. Even if this cycle, which has been compared to the 2012-2013 cycle, the double bubble as we saw back then, even if this cycle has something similar, a double bubble, those are happening later as well. At least the first one, potentially a second one. Time will tell. You let me know what you think down below in the video comment section. What are your thoughts for 2022? But as I get more data, I will be on the lookout. I will keep you updated. And next up, as the Bitcoin price dips or pumps or consolidates, whatever the Bitcoin price does, let's take this time and learn what's happening with altcoins. So check the timestamps down below in the video description. And let's start with Ethereum. Ozzy Osbourne has officially jumped into the NFT space with his own CryptoBats. And of course, for those of you who may not understand the reference, his latest NFT collection is a reference to his infamous bat-biting incident that dates back to his Iowa live performance on January 20th, 1982. Following the incident, Osbourne claimed that he thought the bat was a toy tossed by an audience member, but either way, he bit the head off a live bat, and that moment lived in infamy. In a direct quote from Ozzy on why he decided to jump into NFTs, his own line of NFTs, "I've been trying to get in on the NFT action for a while. So when I asked Sharon, his wife, for a Bored Ape for Christmas, after several failed attempts of buying my own, she said no, so I decided to create my own." So good news for Ethereum, great news if you're an Ozzy Osbourne fan. And it's also interesting that these CryptoBats have some unique features baked into the NFTs. Each CryptoBat has a feature that when activated will let collectors birth an additional NFT by allowing their purchase to byte and mutate with another NFT from their digital wallet. And these NFTs that they byte do not have to be other CryptoBats. These CryptoBats could byte a Bored Ape. They could byte a Pudgy Penguin. And something unique would mutate from that, I'm guessing. So I find it cool. Let me know what your thoughts are. But let's keep moving. Next piece of quick news for altcoin Veles. Ferrari has just inked a deal with blockchain firm Veles and also hints at NFTs. So Ferrari will be issuing exclusive digital content for its fans in collaboration with Swiss blockchain firm Veles. Here are the details. Ferrari officially announced Monday that it had signed a multi-year agreement with Veles to jointly issue exclusive digital content for Ferrari's fans. Veles will also be the main sponsor for Ferrari's esports series, the online series competing in the much bigger F1 esports series. So much like Crypto.com or FTX buying stadiums, this is a prominent Layer 1, or maybe an up-and-coming Layer 1, partnering with the global brand name Ferrari. In a direct quote from Ferrari on why they chose to partner with Veles, as a global player in the blockchain and NFT sector, Veles has distinguished itself through the performance and innovation of its services and its technological leadership characteristics that unite it with the Ferrari team. I'll keep you updated. Next up, quick piece of news involving Doge. The founder of Dogecoin has just revealed his Doge holdings. Billy Markus, the man who co-created Dogecoin as a joke back in 2013, has just revealed how much he holds. He said he owns approximately 220,000 Dogecoins, worth around 42,000 at today's prices, which is incredibly low for a founder, only because Dogecoin has increased thousands of percent, if not tens of thousands, since its inception. Now Markus, who is currently Shibtoshi Nakamoto on Twitter, dropped that number in a tweet earlier yesterday while clarifying his current role within the Dogecoin space. He said that he does not speak for Dogecoin. He does not work on the project anymore, but is simply a community member. So he is no way working or involved in the project from a leadership position, per usual, but he does hold around $42,000 worth of Doge. And next up, I want to give a big shout out to sponsor of the channel, OKCoin. A better way to Bitcoin, join the fastest growing global cryptocurrency exchange with the lowest fees around. And that's true. They do have much lower fees than the competition. In fact, if you want a breakdown of how this works, I will link our interview down below with OKCoin's head of listings. It's titled The #1 Cryptocurrency Exchange with the Cheapest Fees. Link down below, check it out. If we take a look at the variety that OKCoin has, we can see they have some of the top cryptos in the space, like the Cardanos, the Polkadots, the Shibas, the Polygons, as well as those new lower cap altcoins like Miami Coin, like Metaverse Coin, Star Atlas, or Smooth Love Potion, etc. And last but not least, if you use our link, that's Altcoin Daily OKCoin, link down below. If you use our link, you get access to 100% feeless staking, meaning that you keep 100% of all staking rewards earned. Anyway, link down below, check it out. Next piece of, again, quick news involving Binance. Binance sets its sights on crypto license in Bahrain. So if you hold BNB token, tune in here, and why this is potentially significant. Why does Bahrain matter for a crypto license? Well, in an announcement on Monday, Binance said that the CBB, the Central Bank of Bahrain, is the first regulator in the Middle East North Africa region to grant an in-principle approval to the Binance entity. So this would be the first regulator in the Middle East North African region to grant this sort of access. Give me your thoughts on Binance aiming to be a fully regulated crypto exchange in the Middle East. Thoughts down below. And next up, I have 4 pieces of super quick individual lower cap altcoin news. So I'm just going to rattle these off real quick. Stay with me, but here's what's happening in lower cap altcoin news. First off, major player in the fighting world, Amanda Nunes, I believe is how you pronounce the name, who is a UFC 2-time champ, major player in fighting, is tweeting about the crypto app, which is a company acquired by TrustSwap. Ready? The crypto app in my corner. I guess this would be a sort of partnership, but either way, if you like fighting, if you like TrustSwap, then you like this. And next piece of lower cap news from metaverse / play to earn ecosystem fear, Clucking Hell Frostbite coming December 31st in a few short days. We are literally chilling in the fear office, applying the finishing touches to Clucking Hell Frostbite. Rolling out at the end of the month, we can't wait to usher in our first major update to our play to earn game. So those of you that like play to earn games, something to keep on the radar. And like I said, we are cruising through these today. And next piece of quick news for the altcoin Ethernity, as well as NFTs and Shaquille O'Neal. Added an incredible Shaq piece, Shaquille O'Neal Legend Certified, by Justin Mahler during the Ethernity Chain Stones event. So as a reminder, Shaq chose to launch his NFTs off of Ethernity actually a few months ago, but people are still collecting, people are still buying. By the way, Shaq likes Ethernity, and Shaq also likes ETH, as we've reported. And next up, some user milestone growth for up-and-coming Launchpad project VLaunch. We just broke 270,000 warriors, which I guess is the amount of members in their Telegram group, now actually above 271,000 members. Cool to see the progress, cool to see user growth. And next up, let's talk about a very new altcoin from just a few days ago. Everything you need to know about OpenDAO's SOS token airdrop for OpenSea users. As you may have seen on Twitter, SOS has surged more than 1,000% since its Christmas Eve airdrop. Question: did you receive your SOS tokens? Well, on Christmas Eve, anyone who had ever spent money on OpenSea, the NFT platform, could claim a free Ethereum token called SOS, and the amount of SOS they'd get was determined by how much money they had spent on NFTs on OpenSea. Interesting. So if you spent a lot of money on OpenSea, then you got access to a lot of SOS tokens that you could claim just for you. If you only spent a little, then you didn't receive that much SOS tokens. And by the way, this was not sanctioned by OpenSea. The tokens were not dropped by the popular NFT marketplace itself, but by OpenDAO, an independent, decentralized, autonomous organization. And to answer the question, well, what's the use case then of the SOS token? What's it intended to be used for? Well, OpenDAO does pledge to use some of its tokens it earmarked for itself to compensate OpenSea users for scams and support the burgeoning NFT industry. All right, that is the video. My name's Austin. Like always, see you tomorrow.